how stupid the world is. If you had a terrible bellyache or something, you might get an ambulance to take you somewhere. But if you kick the bucket in this country, they put you in a box, see? And if you can afford it, it's got silk and air foam rubber, everything in that box. You never had it when you were alive. And it's nice and soft, they powder your face, and they put police escorts in front. You don't need it. You can't even hear it. And they take you to the graveyard, and they bury you. They shoot your body full of fluid, called embalming fluid. The plants can't even live off you. And they bury this poor bastard down in the ground. And they put flowers out there. They little flowers. They talk about perpetual care. Well, what happens to this guy? He just stays there, and the embalming fluid leaks out, and they find a lot of embalming fluid in the drinking water in big cities. Did you know that? So, these assholes die, and they bury them. But people can't picture death. Somehow, when a guy is stepped on by an elephant, they can picture death. But if a guy dies whole, just lying, I think he must be alive, and he's not dead. You're no deader if you take a needle and stick it in your eye and move it around in your brain and mesh it up, and nothing happens to the outside, or flatten the guy out between two Empire State Buildings like that. They're just as dead. You don't come more dead or less dead. That's right. Things people do for the dead. They have music. They have people singing. This guy is dead. People weeping like mad because they're guilty. They feel guilty. That's why they weep. But if you do the best you can for other people, treat them as nicely as you know how. If I were a Christian, a real Christian, and my son died, I would rejoice because he's now with the one on high, not weep. What are you complaining about? The Christian's so fucking phony that they weep when somebody dies. They believe they're supposed to be with God. Why, if my son or you can go on a vacation and see the whole world, I'd be happy for you. But if I knew you've now gone to God, I'd be jumping rope and rejoicing. And the Christians weep and pull their hands, walk behind them. Why did it have to happen to me? Why, they're phony. That's why they weep. They see the guy lowered in the grave and he ain't coming out of that anymore. And that's why they weep, because they're full of shit. You understand?